Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Q Da Truff. It's the Marijuana Minutes. I got my boy Trap.
In this big gang.
Jackie Bear.
What's up, y'all? We back.
You know it. What's happening, man? Hey man, hope y'all enjoyed the 420 show the special 420 show that we dropped for y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know,
one time for Sean.
One time, salute to Sean.
Gang.
Thank you, Sean, for joining us too, man. And we
All
actually
day.
next time, Sean, we're gonna do it up in Arizona. We all coming up there. We ain't buying no motherfucking weed though at all.
No,
I ain't buying shit.
With no 600 or zip.
Nah.
That's most of my rent, to be real.
Real talk, bro.
Right.
That's actually over 50% of my shit, yo.
Big
well
facts.
over.
Yeah,
so
mine too.
I ain't on that. But so the weed on you, Sean, when we come through. But other than that, man, we like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed it. But start in the room. Hey, Trap, how was your week?
My week was lit, bro. Another week, another geek, another sheets and freaks and all this other stuff that rhyme. But I just was out here trying new stuff like I always do, trying the same old thing. Oh, I'm crispy right now. I just got cut.
You did it in the butt?
You already what? In the back. In my back. I said, well, okay. Don't start me. You already know.
Oh,
Two in the pink and one in the stink. That's what I'm saying. But what you call it? Yeah, that's all.
You heard what y'all heard what he said. Y'all heard him. Hey, Jackie, man, how was your week?
Mm-hmm.
My week was good. Another day, another dollar. Sure.
Dollar.
Yep.
Okay. Well, 420 was lit, yo. My week was straight, man. Had a little problem early on in the week, man, with a lady. And but before I get to that, I want to say, hey man, my week was straight. I'm still dealing with, own issues, but God is good. That's all I can say. You know what I mean?
You mess with childhood trauma?
We ain't even going down
one
that
time
route.
for onion.
But so I want to tell you about a story that happened to me last week, right?
All right, what happened?
All right, let me find my blunt out. Hold on, talk to the people from the trap. Let me find my blunt out.
All right, so I feel like what's coming right now, you guys are gonna be. There's a whole bunch of different angles to it. I don't heard it, but I want you guys to hear it and listen to it with an open mind. Don't take anybody's side at first. Just listen to the facts and then draw your own conclusion.
All right. So
go ahead.
It was about 5:30 a.m. and I was walking to the store, and
on the day in question, where were you?
And so as I get to the store, you have to cross across this parking lot. So being visually impaired, you know what I mean? I went across the parking lot, but I got a little off. I was off a little bit. So I went into it's a 7-Eleven and a Dollar General right next to each other. So I went into the back of the Dollar General on accident. I wasn't even in it. I went to the back door. I was walking up to the door, and the lady, like she was like, "Stop! Don't come in here. Back up." And I was like, "Damn," you know what I mean? Like all I did was walk up, and was finna ask for help, directions. You know what I mean? And so I felt like personally, she saw, you know what I'm saying, me being a black male. She felt like I was gonna rob her. But what bothered me the most is, okay, that's a valid way to feel if somebody pop up at the back door 5:30 in the morning, I ain't supposed to be there. I get it. But the way you yelled, and then after me showing you my cane, she still continued to handle me that way. So I felt like, not only I felt like that, it was sparked off of racism, but not only that, I just still feel like you ignorant too, to the fact of like why I'm back here. Ain't nobody back here on no bullshit. A nigga back here because he's lost, quintessentially. So, long story short, went to the store, came back out, saw one of the homeless people that that I always frequently, talk to when I go up there and stuff like that and look out for. And so he was talking to me, he was like, man, what's wrong? What happened? And so I was talking about what happened. And I addressed the lady. The lady happened to be at the dumpster when I was walking back by to go back on my street so I can walk home. And so she heard me talking to him about it. So she was like, excuse me? So I vented, let her know how I felt, told her where she was wrong at, told her how she treated me was foul. She felt as if it wasn't foul. She felt like, oh, I told you which way to go and all this other stuff. And I said, no, it ain't what you told me. It's how you talked to me. I said, how you handled me, what you did. So she ain't get it there. So she pissed me off. And Trap says, this is probably where I went wrong. And I probably could agree with him. But I still feel this way. I said, fuck you, bitch. And I walked away. And I still feel that way. And I don't think I'm going to change the way I feel about that. I don't know. But what y'all think?
Okay, so
All right, go ahead.
you I feel like you went wrong there as well, because you're supposed to educate people, and if she just wasn't getting it, that's fine. But you shouldn't have got upset and said "fuck you, bitch." You know what I'm saying? Because you catch more flies with honey than
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
You catch more flies with shit than you do with damn honey. Just want to throw that out.
Okay.
So
what
you think
the
you the
fuck
shit,
ever?
huh? All right, but
loose bowels, you hear me?
But
loose
the fact
diarrhea.
is, as a blind Black man, you are supposed to educate her. She didn't. Yes, she handled you wrong, but that don't mean you turn around and do all that.
I'm just saying, I feel like some people need to be dismissed out the class. You can waste your money, but at the end of the day, when you uneducated, when you unable to be taught, you're unteachable. I just feel like there are people in the world who are unteachable.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with
so
that.
fuck you, get out my
She
class, leave
may
your books at the door.
she may be unteachable. Yeah,
but you
she
don't
may
know that,
be
and you shouldn't make that
unteachable,
assertion.
but you should not have called her a bitch. You should not have said "fuck you, bitch" or whatever.
All right, so was the bad part the bitch, or should I just say "fuck you"?
You shouldn't have said none of it. You should just walked away.
Yeah, all right. So you had already given your message. You had made your points. Like, close your eyes. Imagine somebody said there. That's a poignant point. But then you put the frosting on it, and the frosting was a layer of shit cake. And it's just like, yo, you can't do that. You can't teach a real lesson and then say that and then expect her to be receptive to the message. You know what I'm saying? And what Jackie's talking about with honey.
Okay,
and all
but
that.
the message of maybe how to handle someone who's visually impaired. Okay, I can understand that. But the message in racism, I don't need to teach. You don't have to teach somebody how not to be racist. To me personally, if you're going to be hateful and have hatred in somebody in your heart towards somebody because of their skin color,
well,
then
we
wasting
just
space with you?
We just talked about that last podcast or the podcast before that. Anyway, we were saying that racism was taught, so why can't you teach them to be not racist? Like, you can unteach it just as well as you can teach it. So why not?
I believe that some people are just they're going to be what they are. Yeah, they
so
are
you
what
think
they are.
they're racist innately, like from without being taught? We said the opposite the other day.
Here's the thing.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying the opposite 2 different days. We're all human. We contradict ourselves constantly. So it doesn't matter. But is that what you're saying? That's how you feel today after your experience? You think she was born that way?
No, I don't think she was born that way. This is an old white lady. So no, she wasn't born that way. I think she was taught that from growing up. No, I still don't think nobody's born racist. I think you're born with a pure mind. How can you born with hatred? That makes no sense. You don't know any damn body when you're born. How can you hate somebody? That's crazy.
So you don't, yeah, so you just tabula rasa.
I'm just saying, I don't think there was some people there ain't no hope for when it comes to racism and racist. And you know what I'm saying? I think that like we can't teach them all. You can't. Like you the older generation, the old white generation, you just gonna have to let them die off. Ain't no teaching them not to be racist.
Exactly. That's what the coronavirus is for. Or the vaccine, one or the other. So we can get them up out of here.
Well, since you brought that up, did you just say the old white generation?
That's what you said.
So you
Yeah, I
don't
did.
think you don't feel the same way about the old black generation who is racist towards
Ooh.
other
Whoa.
races?
All right now.
The old black generation that's racist towards other races.
Put your pen down, Jackie Bear. You're doing too
Now,
much right now.
okay, so here's
No,
the
it's just a
thing.
simple question. I don't think we should necessarily talk about it. It's
Oh
just a
hell no,
question that
you don't,
popped up because
no,
of
you
something
can't,
he
you
said.
can't, hell no, you can't put it on the tape. We gonna talk. We got,
That's too much. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Here's the
Whether
thing.
you know it or not.
Here's the thing, right? Because I'm a little mixed about that. You know, I had a grandma, right, that could probably be seen to be prejudiced. You know what I'm saying? And be said that she was prejudiced. And I would probably agree. You know,
Oh, I don't want to put nobody's name out there, but that's the fire right now.
I'm gonna say that when it's old people hatred to white people, black people with hatred towards white people, old white people is understood, is it not? I mean, I think.
Wait. Say that question again, bro, real quick.
When old black people have hatred towards old white people, or the old white generation, or the old black generation has dislike toward for the old white generation, it's valid, is it not? My grandma was born in 1929. My granddaddy was born in 1922. My grandma told me stories about not being able to go to Publix because Publix not allowing black people in Publix. My grandma told me stories
there was
about.
There was a lot during the Great Depression. That's crazy.
My grandma was telling me stories about the KKK riding down her street as a little girl, and they had to blow out their oil, their lamps and stuff like that, and close the shades and be still and quiet so that the children in their home, so that they would live. So I think when this lady tells me, you know, her discuss, or when she told me her discuss with white people, it was understood. You got to understand, people live through it. You can't treat somebody for some way for years and years.
I get
and then
it.
just expect for that shit to be go away.
Of course, I get that. Like I said, I wasn't trying to say that, you know, maybe it was wrong. I just wanted to see what you were going to say because it was just very interesting that you made that comment that you made.
So those beliefs or whatever that's happening to them, with the white people who were the KK member, their kids, what do you think they taught them? They taught them that white supremacy, right? Yada yada yada. And
right.
The children of the people, of the black people who were blowing out candles and hiding, what did they teach their kids? So you think it's the same thing in the news?
I don't think they taught them. They couldn't teach them hatred to hate people who already hated them. How can I teach you to hate somebody when you literally see that your mom and dad are doing things because these people, these color skinned people are walking down the road, or you see the fact that you can't go to this school, or you see the fact that you got to drink out of this water fountain? How is that teaching them hatred? They're seeing what reality is, and the reality of the matter is they growing dislike and discomfort and distaste for the way that they're being treated and the way they were treated, and that's valid. That's just me. I understand it.
Thank you, Baron.
I don't know. It just blows my mind that every week you say something on this podcast, and I'm just left stunned by it. I mean, sometimes it's not in a bad way, sometimes it's in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just leave me stunned about it. Because I never knew you had these views and these thoughts that just,
But listen,
so
that's the thing. Like, but listen, my part is this. I was raised, me personally, I was intermingled around white people. I had white people treat me well. I had white people treat me bad. I've had black people treat me well, and black people treat me bad. I've had all kind of people treat me good and bad. So I didn't I don't have no hatred towards white people. You know what I'm saying? I have hatred towards those who hate me for no reason, or because I'm not meeting in love with hate. I'm not dealing with you. If you hate me, then hey, I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. Fuck you. I don't even know you exist. That's literally how I rock. But I don't come out the gate hating nobody or disliking nobody because of their skin color. As long as you's cool and just don't step on my toes and don't do me wrong. That's just the basis of my life. Because I haven't experienced what my grandparents experienced. So I don't have that. I mean, I have experienced racism, but not like that. That's crazy. That's next level to me.
What's next level?
What my grandmother was.
Yeah, water hoses and dogs being sick on you and all that.
Yeah, like I ain't experienced that. Have we ever experienced anything like that?
No.
I mean, now what we're experiencing is
there's been KKK rallies in our recent times, as recent as last year that I heard about.
Yeah, but you ain't got them bitches in a white sheet riding down on your damn street on a horse.
They ain't have no power like that, but they were still out in force.
But you're not interacting with them. They're not, about to knock on your door and kill you.
Right, they're not doing that because everybody, especially in Florida, got a pistol in the crib.
Had to, at the last election, had to.
Everybody strapped in Florida. So it's like I just feel like, even now we're seeing things deeper. Like, you got officers out here killing, unarmed Black and brown people. And for anybody come at me and say, oh, well, they kill more white people than they do Black people. Numbers. Black is in the minority. Okay, white is the majority race. It's a lot more white people than there are Black. But
so you gotta look at the percentage.
We make up like 13%, but we 26%.
So what about the cases we were talking about? And it's probably
higher now. You know what I'm saying? So if you like let's take for example the most recent case where the lady shot Dante
Wright.
Right. And said that she was shooting her taser. I'm gonna look at this from 2 points, right?
Jackie, did you hear about the story?
Nope.
All right.
Okay, so apparently,
Jackie and the other people who might not have heard.
Apparently, Dante Wright was getting pulled over for at first it was an air freshener hanging from his rearview mirror. Then they realized that he had a misdemeanor warrant, and it started to be a struggle. He got back in his car, attempted to flee, and she yelled, "Taser, taser, taser," and then she shot him with one bullet. And he drove off and later on crashed into a car where he died. The thing is, I don't know if she really meant to shoot that guy, but the problem I'm having with it is I'm a gun owner. I've held many guns. Mm-hmm. And the weight between a gun and the weight between a taser is a lot different. They look different. She's looking when you shoot, you look down, you have sights on your gun, okay? And you use your sights to line up to your target so that you know what you're gonna hit. So if you're looking at your sights, if you're looking with your gun, you should have realized that was your gun in your hand. You killed somebody. You got to go to jail for it.
Yeah.
And then you pull the trigger. That's two different things. I get that.
You got to go to jail for it. And I don't know if I truly think she did it on purpose. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, it's hard to say that she didn't do it on purpose because it's hard. It's so many things. Like I say, the weight of the gun, the sights, the fact that you pull your gun from your right side because that's your dominant side, or whatever side is your dominant side, that's what side that has your gun on it, and your non-dominant side has your taser on it. And it's just, but her reaction when she shot the bullet was like, oh shit, I shot him. So it's hard. It's hard to say. But that's not the only case where a black person is getting you know what I'm saying? You saw the lieutenant? I can't remember
I
the
don't
lieutenant
remember the
name.
name either, but are you talking about the 13-year-old kid?
No, the lieutenant.
Okay, no, I don't know.
The army lieutenant who got
Oh, I
pepper
do. Yeah,
sprayed.
yeah, I do. Yeah, I do know that. In Carolina or something, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody talking about, oh, he should have just did this, should have just did that. And it's like, what more did y'all want him to do? I watched the video. The man didn't feel safe, pulled to a well-lit area. That's legally allowed. He wasn't driving at high speed, so it wasn't felony evasion or nothing like that. He was literally driving at a slow speed to get to a well-lit area. He, you know what I'm saying? He did everything. And it was like he still was treated like crap. It was a 30-minute video. If you watch the whole video, I watched the whole thing. You know what I mean? And they trying to cover it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's effed up how they treating black people. The justice system has to catch up. Legislation needs to change. You know what I'm saying? And hold police officers accountable, just like you hold civilians accountable that kill cops. If a civilian kill a cop, y'all hold them accountable. But when a cop kills a civilian and you know and you see the footage and they're wrong, y'all don't want to hold them accountable. It's called accountability. That's all I'm saying.
True.
That's from me.
True.
Yeah.
I agree with that one.
That's real.
It's so much been happening, man. I mean, you could just talk about so much. You know, the 12-year-old, the 13-year-old boy that just got killed. You know, and even when I look at that situation too, it's a tough situation. But he shot too fast. Police officer pulled the trigger. The police officer. He pulled the trigger too fast.
Okay.
So he has to, you know, I think he got to be held responsible too. Homicide. I mean, manslaughter.
Yep.
Okay.
And
consequences for your actions, whether you mean to do it or not.
Consequences and repercussions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play by no firearm, boy.
Yeah, I gotta go look at the laws on that. I'm walking around with one. I don't know the rules, but I'm a little skinny. I'd rather ask for permission than forgiveness. Lesson number 4. So
I know the laws is on it. Let's talk gun control real quick.
No. Wait, before we do that,
we're gonna talk gun control, but we're gonna talk while we talking gun control. There was a shooter recently that shot up a FedEx.
You used to work there, right, Q?
Yes, not at that particular FedEx though, but yes, I used to work for FedEx. Good company to work for, not too bad actually.
Unless somebody's gunning down everybody in the facility.
The only problem is it's a mail facility. It's a mail like you receive. It's a federal facility, so you can't carry in there.
So what would you do? Oh, actually, no. Tell the story and then I'll ask you my questions.
So anyway, dude gets out of his car in the parking lot and just started capping people with I think it was an AR. Just taking niggas out. Killed. I
love the AR, by the way.
Killed 8 people.
Mm-hmm. Injured more than that.
Injured more than that. Way more than that.
Mm-hmm. But 8 deaths.
So before I give my opinion on this whole situation, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it to y'all and ask y'all what y'all think.
All right, so if you're gonna throw it to me, I'm gonna just pass it on to Jackie, because ladies first. Go ahead, Jackie Bear. Tell us, what do you think?
He wanted to catch it though.
I mean, you should have definitely went first because you are a lady, right?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
I'm more related than you.
Yeah, but Trap did say the wind blow, his hair swing.
Yeah, I did say that. So did Lil Wayne.
Nah.
So,
all right, go ahead, Jackie Bear.
Yeah, I don't know. That just makes me so sad because all these mass shootings for what? Like, these people? They just need help. I feel like everybody in the country because I feel like we're the only ones that be having mass shootings like this. Nope, that's not true. Everybody in the world just needs to go to counseling.
Man,
You
they
think
just
that's
need
the solution?
everybody in the world need to listen to the Marijuana Minutes podcast and roll up, listen up, and stay caught up. I promise you.
But no, for real though. I mean, yeah, maybe not counseling, but
you think it's
like,
a mental health thing that's really causes the
yeah, it has to be. I mean, what goes through these people's minds to just say, okay, I'm finna go da 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 and just kill everybody in sight.
I mean, I'm just saying that is a people who have less melanin tend to do that.
Ooh.
Oh, he did
Oh
it. Y'all be
God.
talking
Here we
about
go.
me, but he did it.
Here we go again, bro. You
He
know
did
what?
it.
It's
I
Q
am
Da
no.
Truff
I'm just saying.
lying.
I'm no longer the most risky guy on this podcast. Thank God.
He
I
did it.
like that.
But y'all
Yeah.
be talking about me though. But he went
Hey,
through it.
Y'all be talking about me, cuz.
Listen, I love the human race. I love my people. I love all people. But here's the thing: when you look at the numbers, am I lying? That's all I'm
No,
saying.
it's been brought up a whole lot on Facebook. In some circles that I'm in, and yes, it's been brought up a whole lot.
What kind of circles are you in?
Yelling movement and all the rights and stuff or whatever. That factor, that those stats were brought up, and so I know the numbers. I've seen them with my own two eyes outside of Facebook as well. So you're not lying, but
I'm just saying.
you went there though.
So I have a question. Do all those people? It's been over at least 45 mass shootings in the United States, and they classify mass shootings as 4 or more. Correct?
Yeah.
All right. So, but all of them have been people who have less melanin, like I said before, and I don't know, is that a mental health thing on their part? Is mental health has something to do with it? To make you want to kill people, you got to be fucked up. I don't just want to kill nobody. I don't have that urge to go outside and just, I'm gonna go to the Walmart. I don't understand why no one's done anything to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that. I don't have that urge.
So maybe mental health is it, but they got all that money in that community. They really need to go get some goddamn mental health there, some therapy, because you killing a lot of people. And I think gun control, when it comes to AR style rifles, I don't really think you need all them rounds. I think that if you can't hit your target really with a smaller capacity magazine, you ain't a good shot. You need to go back and start shooting more. The fuck you need 50 or 100 rounds for? What you think, Trap?
You said 115 rounds, you said?
No, I said, what the fuck do you need 150 rounds for? 150 to 100 rounds
150 rounds. I mean,
the answer to this question is you don't.
Just in case there's a revolt, like people start rioting in the streets and people start, you might have to turn up. You never know.
No.
The question is the answer is you don't until you do. And then let's say hypothetically you chilling at the Capitol, right? And then people just decide to break in. It's like you got 150 rounds for 150 clowns. You know? No, you don't. Yeah, you don't need it.
No, you don't need it.
No, you don't need
it. And you brought up the Capitol. What does the Capitol have to do with this? Please tell me.
The point is, look what they would do to the Capitol. So you think they're gonna respect your house? No.
No.
Exactly. they don't respect the Capitol with security guards and blah blah blah. Imagine if they got all linked up and it was like, you know what, we just finna cause havoc in Jacksonville, Florida. They had marches of the KKK through cities as recently as last year. There was a whole bunch of Satanists walking down downtown Jacksonville last year. Like, we don't know what kind of is they're talking about.
But what are they doing? Are they doing anything wrong? Are they causing any harm to where you need 100 rounds to deal with them?
Ask your grandmother.
And should you in your home have that? No. The answer is no.
I have some in my home.
150 rounds in your home?
I got 50.
I got a lot.
We're not talking about 50. We're talking about 150. Should you have that in your home?
I might need that bit. Who knows?
No. The answer
All
is
I'm saying is,
period.
I'm telling you shouldn't or shouldn't. I'm not telling you should or shouldn't have that much.
It only takes one bullet, okay?
Exactly.
It only takes one bullet. It only it really do. So if you know how to shoot and you go to the range and you go out shooting a lot.
Right. Don't be one of them people who just shoot 8, 10, 15 rounds into somebody for no reason. Shoot once. If you're a good shooter, shoot once. That's all it takes.
Here's the thing.
If somebody broke into your house and you had a gun, Jackie, and you shot them once,
because the purpose of the purpose of a gun owner isn't for me to kill because you come in my house. I am supposed to aim for center mass to stop you. I eliminated the threat. So you may be down on the ground. I'm on the phone calling 911, getting the police here to now deal with you. You're no longer a threat to me. If you happen to die, if I shoot you in your chest, because you do that, because you broke in my house, it's still justified for me because you was committing forcible felony and I was standing my ground in my home. But if I go for a headshot, it's a little different. I want to kill you if I go for a headshot.
Just like I feel like, just like the police, even they don't follow this rule. They're taught to shoot to incapacitate. What's the word, y'all?
Incapacitate.
Exactly.
They're not taught that. They're not taught that.
They're taught to shoot for center mass.
They're taught to shoot just like everybody else is taught to shoot for center mass. The problem I have with police officers is they don't stop squeezing. It isn't. So it seems to me like they want to kill you. They they have 5 shots into you. That's not stopping a threat. That's eliminating a threat. That's killing somebody. That is a little different. You know what I mean? You come in my house, you break in my house, I'm gonna shoot. You know what I'm saying? You probably gonna get two in you. I'm gonna be honest. You probably gonna get 2 in you real quick, if not more, if you keep coming at me, if you don't stop. But the police, they shoot so many rounds that you don't have a chance. You don't have a chance to live and be brought to justice for your actions. You don't have a chance. You know what I mean? But gun control is something that I don't think we need ARs. I don't think we need all of them in rounds, but I do believe that the Second Amendment, I do believe in it. I practice it. I will always, you know what I'm saying, practice it and believe in it. You need it. Get me a vest.
BVV and a helmet, baby.
Speaking of that, do you guys think that blind people should have guns, should own guns?
Yes.
No.
Okay, Jack, let's go.
Tell me why. Well, if you can't see what you're pointing at, then you should not have a gun. That kills people. There's no other purpose.
So I shouldn't be able to defend myself if somebody comes to rob me at gunpoint or somebody breaks in my home. Because I'm blind, I shouldn't have no weapon to be able to defend myself.
And to get some brass knuckles, nigga.
So I'm supposed to bring knuckles to a gunfight? When somebody kicking your door and breaking your home, they're not coming in there with no damn fists. They ain't coming there to fight. So
that's true.
What the hell am I gonna be doing? punching a bullet, nigga, I'm gonna get killed. So I'm not supposed to protect my family and myself because I'm black. I don't have that Second Amendment right. That's foul. It's crazy.
All right. So you come down there with your gun. How you gonna defend yourself if you can't see the target anyway?
Okay, first of all, in my home, right? In my home, I believe in tactical situations, so I always think about certain situations and if they happen and how I would handle those certain situations.
Yeah.
So in my home, breaking in my home, there's not many ways you're gonna be able to come in. Tactically, I'm at my home. I'm in a tactical advantage over anybody to come in my home. Whether it be they come in.
Oh yeah, because that's your home ground, so you're
more
comfortable.
Yeah, and not only that, because tactically, in order to get to me to cause any harm, I'm at a better advantage. I'm at the top of my stairs, or if you break in my door, I'm sitting on my living room, in my living room. So you kick down my door, that's a straight shot. Boom, I got you. You know what I'm saying? If you come in my back door, in order to, you know what I'm saying, get to me, you have to come up a hallway. You understand? So tactically, I'm in a better advantage and I got more cover because I got walls that I can cover myself, corners and places that I could be around so that when the threat comes closer, comes around, they'll be in my direct line of fire for me to handle the threat. Tactically, even on the streets, when a person robs you and in front of you, I'm not dumb. Like, you're not going to know where to shoot when somebody pull up on you, tell you to get up, give me your shit, give me your money. You ain't gonna know where the fuck to handle. How you gonna know where to get your wallet at? Was you just gonna hold it out? You gonna snatch it and take off? No, man, you're not finna rob me and cause harm to me. It's no. I mean, you don't make sense.
It's true, but I mean, what do you think, Jackie? Because it's a certain different strains that kind of pop out of that. You know,
I mean, I agree and I disagree at the same time. Because I get where you're coming from by saying that we're blind. You know what I'm saying? But I also agree with you. I mean, I have to defend me and my family. You know what I'm saying? So why can't we? Why shouldn't we have a gun? And like you said, he's gonna use whatever he can to make sure that he's in the line of being able to shoot the person. So
not to mention, I'm not 100% blind, so I still can see a little bit. So that also has an advantage that a lot of people don't know. So you may see me on the street and think that I'm totally blind because I have a cane, but I can actually see a little bit. But Chap, I think you're a hypocrite too, though, because you own a gun. So why own a gun if you don't think you should own a gun?
So, look, yeah, I'm a hypocrite, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Most people are. I would say 100% of people, because I don't think I should be allowed to have a gun because I'm logical. I can't see, so you shouldn't be having a firearm. It's stupid. But in this country, I can, so I exercise my right to have it. And the reason why I did, and I never had one before, and I've been living on my own since I was 18 and all this other stuff. But last year, the country was so tumultuous. It was like we didn't know, like, when you guys seen the Capitol riots happen, I was not surprised. I thought people was gonna be rioting in the streets and like pillaging, raping, looting, whatever. And I thought if anybody felt like they was just gonna bust through the door up in here, they was gonna have some slugs to dodge.
So that's a normal thought for me though. That's not just having
it wasn't normal the climate. For me. Yeah, it wasn't normal for me. I felt all right, but with the climate of the situation, when people was like, "Go vote," I was like, "Nigga, go get the scrap," and I was like, "That's what I gotta do."
But here's my thing though, like I haven't had a situation where someone has attempted to break in my home. I have had a situation where somebody was on my back porch, but not, you know what I mean, they wasn't trying to break the glass, at least yet. So, but at the same time, I have had homeboys. I've been in the streets, you know that, you know what I mean? You know the stories I've been telling about my homies and stuff and things they did. And if I know my homeboys are doing it, they ain't the only ones doing it. Other people doing it too. And being blind and or visually impaired, you are a target. Being disabled, period, you are a target. You know, being old, you're a target. My grandma had sawed off shotgun, they had rifles, they had 380s, 357, 38. My grandma had a sword, nunchucks, brass knuckles, a long ass paper stick with a long point on it. My grandma had all kind of weapons. A machete.
Where you got a machete from?
I said a sword. Then she had a sword too.
I got a sword.
At first you said sword, but it's sword.
I said sword.
Yes,
I was just trying to be the dumbass, but it's sword.
I got a sword.
Yeah, but
it's not a sword, but I have a dagger.
A dagger. Ooh.
That comes close, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying everybody need to have some form to protect themselves, because when somebody attacks you, 9 times out of 10, they're not using.
But look, bro, if you visually impaired, let's say you got your concealed license, somebody attacks you, let's say you're at a restaurant, somebody attacks you, the probability of you hitting an innocent bystander goes up exponentially. I wouldn't want to fire on an attacker in a crowded situation like that. I carry my gun with me when I'm going to the corner store or like walking around my neighborhood. My neighborhood is fine, but it's really close to the hood. So you go a couple streets over and you could be in the trenches.
What's attacking me? What define the word attacking me?
If they say, no, man, I gave you the correct change. And it was like, no, you didn't. Clap, 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 clap. I'm just kidding. That's no reason to clap anybody. But
it happens though. It happens.
Yeah, it happens. Let's say you're at FedEx and somebody starts shooting. You got your gun on you. What do you do? Jackie Bear?
Okay. Now.
Oh, Jackie Bear got no gun. Go ahead.
Me personally, it's self-preservation. I'm not trying to be a hero. That ain't my reason of being a gun owner. And people feel the way they want to feel, but I'm trying to get myself out of the situation. If I come in combat with the shooter, then I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
And let's see. So the probability of you hitting this guy, you can't see him. Let's be real though. Like you might hit an innocent bystander.
I don't care.
How would you feel? All right. Stop that. New question. How would you feel if he engages with you? You try to shoot him. You hit somebody else, a mother pushing her baby in a stroller behind him. Then how do you feel?
What happens? Okay, so what happens is the second bullet got him. So if I shot him at him twice, okay, you say the first one hit a stroller, which by the way, something tells me that mother wouldn't probably even be right there behind the fucking shooter with her baby, but whatever.
She wouldn't.
Yeah, well,
something tells me
that was just a weird scenario.
Right.
She's just trying to get her FedEx package.
Ain't no fuck that. If she is an active shooter and I got my baby right here and I'm behind him,
right.
I'm just chilling in.
The first thought of the mother is, I'm getting my ass out here.
I'm out. Self-preservation and my baby.
The package.
Fuck that package. Fuck all that. My baby.
I would never be back. I don't need to FedEx nothing in my life. Fuck a package.
Come on, man. She's been waiting on these leggings for a long time.
This nigga right here.
Trying to make this mom say like she's just shallow.
Damn, all she care about is some leggings, nigga.
You already know. Got the summer body out.
It's a live massive shooter in front of her, but she worried about some leggings.
Right, I done lost all this weight. Summer body.
A child gets shot. What, she gonna wear the leggings to the funeral?
Yeah, dog.
That's wild. This
nigga.
Period. No, it's not something wrong with the mom. It's something wrong with you. Your scenarios
Yes,
are
it's
weird
crazy.
and whack.
But all I'm saying is, I'd rather be judged
You
by
rather hit an
12
innocent
than
body?
cared
Okay.
by. I'd rather be judged by 12 than cared by 6.
You don't care about hitting an innocent bystander?
I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I'd rather have had that opportunity to defend myself and probability of me hitting my target. Because first of all, I don't just own a gun. I believe in going to go to the range and shoot. I believe in shooting. I believe in, you know what I'm saying, working out, you know what I'm saying, with muscle memory and knowing about your gun and how when it shoot, whether the bullet drop, go to the left, whether it goes to the right. I believe in that. And I believe in knowing about that. And that's what makes you a good shooter is practicing and shooting and going to the range and you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm just trying to keep myself from being killed, trying to protect my family. So if there's something go down and I'm in a situation, my first thought is to get out of that situation, not to go and be like, oh, I'm in the back of the store. Let me run up to the strut where the gunshot's at and come and shoot this man because I got the scrap on me. No, I'm out the back door.
Right.
Okay.
I agree with that.
All right. Well, that was all.
Because that's not my
Jackie,
responsibility.
that's what
the
you would do?
responsibility. That's the
Of the police?
responsibility of the. Can I speak, sir? That's the
You-
responsibility of the police. That's not my responsibility to catch the shooter. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not why I'm out. Just like everybody else is running, I'm out. Because at any point in time in these mass shootings, you never know who has their gun on them or not, right? So if they didn't, if it could be plenty of people who had guns at any of these shootings, but did they pull them and shoot the mass shooter? No,
I wanna
happen.
take this point this time right here to point out where that exact case actually happened. Not I think it was Christmas time 2019 in Texas. See, this is the wrong place to shoot up a church. So a guy tried to shoot up a church and 4 of the members had guns and they clapped this.
And they all clapped them.
They clapped this.
I remember
and
that.
every
that story?
and every bullet was justified.
Yeah.
No matter where it hit him at on his body,
exactly.
No matter where it landed
so,
at, it was justified.
Yeah, in Carolina, they did that. They got away with it. But in Texas, it don't fly. The further south you go, the less likely you're going to slide with that because somebody got it on them. The further south you go, you ain't finna be rocking out like that.
Hey, look,
True.
that dude that put that scrap on their belt that morning when they got to go to church said, I'm gonna take whatever they call it, put it on their shit, caught that bit and said, Lord, I pray I ain't gotta use it, but it's
there. look, you going this far south, we in Florida. Even blind niggas got the fire on them. So
boy, don't even play it, boy.
Y'all better,
You know what? Speaking of Florida, do you know there's people up north who don't think that Florida is a part of the South? I'm like,
they
we are
wildin'.
dirty South. We are dirty South
What?
bitch. Like, what do you mean?
Hey, but we not gonna accept that.
They tell us, well, you don't have a Southern accent. I said, oh, what does that have to do with anything? Just because I don't sound like I come
Actually,
from
that
Texas
is so. What are you talking
Bama,
about?
I'm not South.
What are they talking? That's country. Like further south, it gets countryer. You know what I'm saying? But we have a slang. We have a slang.
Right.
You go to New York, where them boys don't talk like us.
Who says slang?
Right.
Yo, that's right there is a slang. Right there. So it's just like I know a lot of people where I'm from, they roll their R's. There's a lot of Spanish influence, and I think that's what it is. But this is as south as it get, bro. Like
we are dirty South for a reason.
Shout out to Florida. And you know what I'm saying? Don't come down here in Florida with that bullshit talking about you
stand your ground. I got 3 words for Florida. That's it. Stand your ground. That's it.
That's it. Don't you come up here with that. Don't you come up down here with that bullshit.
This is
This
not
ain't
the
it.
place.
This ain't it. I'm telling
Go
you
somewhere
right
else with
now.
that.
I'm telling you
River
right now.
Monroe. Yeah.
You will get, man, these boys be waiting to fire their shit off on them niggas that come on doing some dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something. That's what I said. Like, even if you look at the KKK, just to go back to there real quick, because it's, you know, kind of tying it. They couldn't go through the hood. Come on, man. You think the damn KKK can ride through the black neighborhoods right now in the hood right now? 2021.
I really honestly would like to. Well, I don't know if I would like to, but I would want to know what would happen if the KKK rolled through the hood I'm in, or like 2 streets over. I would like to see what would happen. This right here is not the place for that. Like, I don't even feel comfortable walking through here. Like, but you know, with them doing that type of, you know, like, I don't know, buffoonery. I don't know what would happen.
Yeah, all I'm saying is this. Don't come on that bullshit. This ain't the place for that. Everybody is strapped.
Please go to New Jersey or New York somewhere where they're
don't go nowhere with this shit. Y'all stop shooting up these damn places, man. You wanna shoot something? I'll tell you what. Go outside, take your gun, cock that bitch, point it at the damn concrete and shoot at it.
I was just about to say put it in your mouth.
Nah. I want the bullets. I want them to get a ricochet. So they point direct. If they go to a concrete wall and they shoot directly at that wall, I guarantee they'll get a ricochet.
It's gonna go directly into them.
I wanted them to taste eternity.
Nah, it's too messy.
Yeah, sometimes life is messy.
Hey man, I'm just tired of it. Y'all stop killing people, man. Y'all killing innocent people who ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on, man.
R.I.P. to the 8 people who lost their lives senselessly, just trying to do their job.
And honestly, they're making y'all are really selfish because you want to kill everybody and yourself. Okay, kill yourself, deal with that selfishness. Okay, and then after, not only that, you know what I'm saying? You making us responsible gun owners look bad. The responsible gun owners is like, you know, don't nobody want us to have guns. They want to stop us from bringing guns in different places and stuff. But it's like, damn, I don't want to go nowhere without my gun because I don't know who the fuck gonna pop off in here because there's so much going on.
Yeah, and not only RIP to those guys, but RIP to what's his name, Black Rob.
Oh yeah. RIP to Black Rob and hey man, like I say, y'all get a grip. RIP to everybody who was, you know, who got, you know, harmed in that last shooting. RIP to Black Rob. But this right here has been another episode of the Marijuana Minutes podcast. And I am glad that everybody listening. I want to send a shout out to TT, sister-in-law, you know what I'm saying? Want to send a shout out to everybody who listened to us and listened to the Marijuana Minutes 420 special show. We definitely appreciate everything and all the support.
R.I.P.
That was a fun show. I hope y'all enjoyed it. That was a fun show.
Yes, it was great. A lot of information, and I mean, don't go to Arizona and get no weed. Like I said, shout out to
not for no 600 zip.
Not for 6 zip. You know what I mean? Shout out to
600 for what?
Hey man,
clap my duck ass this morning.
That shit was wild. But y'all roll up. Y'all remember what I say, man? Roll up, listen up, stay caught up, man.
All right, gang in this bit, yeah.